Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk a little bit about cloth diaper inserts. So this is something that really overwhelmed me when I first started looking into cloth diapering because I did not understand the different types of inserts, like what made them more absorbent, why there were so many. There's a million reviews on Amazon and I drove myself crazy looking through these. I had no idea. Hopefully after watching this you'll have a little bit of a better idea of what the different type of inserts are, how to use them, and I'll tell you which types I like best and where to find them. All right. All the different types are going to have different levels of absorbency. So you need to find what's going to work best for you and your baby in the situation and the time that you're looking to cloth diaper them. For instance, if you're doing a daytime diaper, it doesn't need to be as absorbent as when you put them to bed and you don't want to touch them again for 12 hours so you can get some sleep. Another big thing when looking at inserts or anything that's going to go in your cloth diaper is you need to know what can touch your baby and what can't touch your baby. So this is less of an issue if you're using a pocket diaper because everything can go in the pocket. If you're doing a cover with a flat underneath or you're going to put some inserts in, you're going to want to know what can touch your baby's booty and what's going to make it super mad. Okay, so there's 5 main types of inserts that I've encountered through all my research. There are microfiber. That's the common one that's going to come with most of the diapers when you buy them. They'll usually throw in a microfiber insert and maybe even 2. There's also charcoal bamboo. There's a lot of these on Amazon that I found. This is one that I spent a long time researching and I kind of regret getting some of the ones that I did. The third type is going to be bamboo. And that's usually mixed with a little bit of cotton. They could be called cotton bamboo or just bamboo. The fourth type is hemp. And the fifth type is a flour sack towel. A lot of the lingo you'll see on the internet, they call them FSTs. So if you ever see FST, that's a flour sack towel. And that's the 5th type of insert that we're gonna look at today. All right, so first up, we will talk about microfiber. Microfiber, this is an infant one. This is a more big baby one. A lot of the microfibers will come with this snap, so you can snap it to a smaller size when their diaper is smaller. These are what came in my Bum Genius. I've had some that came with Alvo when I ordered them on Amazon. Some came from some diaper co-ops I have on Facebook. A lot of diaper companies will send you a microfiber insert with your diaper. So what are some of the qualities of a microfiber diaper? A microfiber diaper is going to be really, really quick to absorb. So that's great if you're adding it on the top layer of your diaper. They're a moderate thickness. This infant one's super skinny. The bigger baby one is a little bit thicker, so they're not the thinnest things in the world, but they're also not super clunky. These cannot touch your baby's skin. Since they're so absorbent, they wick the moisture away really quickly and they absorb all the moisture they touch. So if you put them on your baby's butt, then it's going to draw all the moisture from their skin and that's going to make their butt sad and red and they can get a diaper rash. One drawback of microfiber is it doesn't hold a lot. So even though it's really quick to absorb, it really doesn't hold that much. So you're probably either going to have to change your baby all the time or you're going to have to add something else to it to increase its absorbency. I will say though, when my baby was little, she was able to use these regular newborn ones, and then when she got a little bigger, she even used the normal regular size insert, especially when they're newborns and they poop all the time. I think they poop like 12 times a day when they're new. So these skinny ones are fine because they're going so often, you have to change them all the time anyway. But usually now she's 5 months, and I think starting at 3 months, I had to double them up with something. Otherwise she would pee right through them. They also are very prone to compression leaks if you don't add something else with it. So all a compression leak is like when they're sitting in the car seat or if they're sitting on the ground, anything that's gonna push down on them, it just pushes and all the moisture inside comes out, which is not what you want. Okay, so the next type is a charcoal bamboo. These I got on Amazon. They're called Naturally Made. There's a couple different brands out there. This I think is the brand. I've tried a couple of them. This one's my favorite that I found. These are honestly not my favorite inserts. I was super excited based on the things that I read on the internet. I thought they were going to like save my life in terms of absorbency, and they're okay. They're more absorbent than my microfiber. They do quickly absorb. So these have bamboo on the outside, but they are microfiber on the inside. So they're quick absorbers, but again, they don't hold a ton. They are a dark color, which is nice if you want to hide the stains, but most of the stains will come out with a few washes anyways. Even though these are a little bit more absorbent than microfiber, you're probably still gonna have to double them up. One good thing I did find was I was able to, for a long time, put one of these charcoal bamboo inserts into her diaper, and I doubled it up with a microfiber newborn insert, and that was good for overnight. And I'm gonna do a different video kind of on overnight solutions and how to layer your diapers so that you can get the most out of them depending on the time of day your baby's wearing them. So we'll go into more of that later. These charcoal bamboo technically can go against their skin, but I have not had a lot of luck with that, and I find that since it is still very absorbent, it usually irritates Avery's butt, so I don't put these directly on her skin, and I really wouldn't recommend it. Even though they say it technically can, I wouldn't do it. They do come in this one big size. What is really easy to do though to make it fit your diaper when they're wearing a smaller diaper size is I just fold it over, and you can just fold it over into whatever size. So don't worry when you're buying it, you don't have to buy different sizes, you'll just end up folding it over. And I usually put the bulky side kind of under her butt, and that makes it easier. They also have a version that has gussets, which are when it's drawn together, there's a little pull here on both sides, and those leaked. I really didn't like those. I wouldn't recommend getting those either. They might work better with fitteds. I use pockets, but I've heard from a couple other places that the ones with the gussets really aren't quite as great as these. I like these a little bit better. But again, charcoal bamboo, really not my favorite. All right, the third type of insert we're gonna talk about are bamboo. Now these are this is a 5-layer bamboo, I think, and it's super duper thin, even though there's 5 layers. It's really easy to bend, it's very pliable. I like these. Bamboo is going to be more absorbent than charcoal bamboo because it doesn't have that microfiber in there. It will be slower to absorb though. So these, if you're doing bamboo, I would not recommend doing just bamboo. I would put something else on top of it to make it absorb quicker. Otherwise, when your baby pees onto it, it's gonna take longer to absorb. And so that liquid, since it's not absorbing into the cloth, is gonna spill out the sides of that diaper and you're gonna get a leak, which is not what you want. This is what I'm currently pairing with Avery's nighttime diaper. So I put this with a fast absorber, and that's been fine. She isn't a super heavy wetter, so that's been a good solution. It's also a really good thing I add to whatever insert, like a microfiber insert or a charcoal bamboo, if we're running out to Target or running errands and I know she's gonna be in that diaper for maybe more than 2 hours. I'll add one of these and it adds a lot more absorbency. Bamboo can also go against your baby's skin. So it can go against their skin, but like I said, it doesn't absorb super fast. So if you do put against their skin, the top layer that is touching their skin, or the one that is against the top of the pocket, so kind of like if you're looking at a cake, the top layer of this cake is what's gonna be what everything's gonna hit first. So you want that top layer to be super quick at absorbing liquid. So even though this can touch your baby's booty, it might not be a great idea because you might end up with a wet floor. And the hemp inserts. These things are miracle workers. I didn't find out about these until fairly recently, and that makes me very sad. These are Thirsty's hemp inserts, and they are wonderful. It's $9.99, I think, on Amazon for 2 of them, which is more expensive than other inserts and made me real, which is why I didn't initially go for buying them. And now I've gone back and I think I have 10 now, and that seems to be a pretty good basis, but they are so worth the money. And I will link to them down below as well as all the other inserts and where I got them. But these I love. But okay, so hemp inserts are pretty slow to absorb, but they absorb so much. So these are great as the bottom layer of your cake, because if you put something that's a little bit more absorbent on top, these puppies are gonna hold a lot. But important to remember, they always need a friend. Hemp doesn't like to sit on there by itself, otherwise you will definitely have leaks. I've tried it out, it didn't go well. Don't do that. They are a little bit thicker, so maybe while your baby's little, if you have to double it up, I pair it with a newborn microfiber, and it sits on top of it, so the microfiber absorbs it really quick, and then the hemp sticks in there, or you can wrap it in like a flour sack towel. But these are wonderful, great for overnight, great for if your baby is a heavy wetter. And finally, the flour sack towel. This is, we'll unfold it so you can see it, a flour sack towel. You find them in the kitchen section of Walmart and Target are the 2 that I've tried. This is like the hidden gem of the cloth diapering world. You can use them as pockets. You can use them to go as a flat under a cover. They are wonderful and they are cheap. They're 100% cotton, so they absorb super fast, but when you fold them up, they're so absorbent because there's so many layers. They are a tiny bit bulky, but they're so absorbent that you usually don't have to layer them with anything else unless you're trying to do overnight, but they are wonderful. So I'm gonna do another video all about flour sack towels and why I'm obsessed with them, and I'll link that one down below. Hopefully this cleared up a little bit about all the different types of inserts you can get for your cloth diapers. If you have any other questions, let me know, and we'll see you later. Bye.